Yo, what's up, you party animals? Today, I'm gonna show you how I draw hair, like this. But first, I gotta make an important note that this is not my only sketchbook. I know.
Shiver me timbers.
I just think it's important to note that whenever you're doing anything, that if you don't want to commit to it, just don't. I use an extra sketchbook all the time to make the ugliest things known to man, just so I can get it on the paper and see what I'm working with. Because normally, even if I get it onto my pad and it looks like dog shit, at least I'll learn something from it, or I'm like, it's gonna get me where I need to be. You know what I mean? Quicker than if I were to just keep it in. So pull out that extra piece of paper. Okay, there's no shame in the game. So let's get started! These guides will be available on my Pinterest and my Ko-Fi, so go check them out, because I made them for you, with you in mind. So let's start on first with character. Yes, you're drawing hair, but you're also drawing somebody who has hair. So you're drawing that hair, but whose hair is it? So you want to think about your character, you want to think about their personality, because sometimes you can use shapes to give that effect. Like if they're bubbly, you can use more circles, and if they're more of a prude, you can add more sharp angular shapes. You can also think about their style and what just makes sense, like would this person or character actually wear it, or, you know, what's expandable if you're working on stories. And obviously, if you're working from a reference, you don't even have to worry about this. You can skip this step, my sweet little pumpkin. Is your character bald? No, seriously, is he Eggman? Then you can skip this step too. If you don't, this is kind of the middle because it connects volume and personality, because you can mix that as a personality trait. If they're shy, their hair's flat. If they're joyous, they have big fluffy hair. But it also ties into volume in a general sense, and also ties into basic shape. So that's why it's in the middle. It ties everything together. You don't want to draw every single strand. You want to draw it as one big solid unit, because having it as one big shape or just blocking out the flow of the hair will help you so much just in the sketching phase, and then especially with rendering, because you already have it laid out. You also have to worry about the sideburns and hairline, and there's also planes of the face and planes of hair. Now, the planes of the hair and the lighting and all that come in later, obviously, when you're rendering. Oh, don't worry, I'm just like Oprah. There's more. That's right. We gotta go over hair types and texture. And unfortunately, there's just so many. There's four. There's straight, there's wavy, there's curly, and then there's coily, which I don't have here, which I did forget to write one at the time, but it's not because I actually forgot it. There's a lot of straight and wavy hair tutorials out there, so this series is about getting better. And I'm pretty confident in my ability to draw straight and wavy lines, so I'm going to stick to curly and coily for the majority of my practicing. But you do whatever you want to do, because this is your practice session, homie. Okay, so just do what you fucking want. Okay, I'm just here to give you a guideline, some help, an ease, an idea, a vibe. You gotta do the rest, homie, okay? I think this page was me trying to show different ways to draw texture for curly, coily hair, and also how to do basic shapes and accents in the hair, doing little floops. And I really don't know what this was for, and I can't remember it, so just look at it and hopefully it'll do something. So whenever you are rendering, it is really up to you. There's so many stylized ways to blend. There's the illustrative way where you just do lines and just do different pressures. There's the gradient. There's those harsh lines. There's cross-hatching. It's really up to you. There's also that flicking motion. That's what I do. I do a cross between. Sometimes I'll do little circle movements. Or I'll do various pressures, like the illustrative thing, or the flick and just like harshly blending it. I like that sketchy look, so sometimes that's what I'll do to blend it out. And you'll see it in my sketches, but that's how I like it, so it's really up to you. The same thing with wavy. It's just different in the fact that you have to think about the lighting a little bit harder. Like, the top of the curl, the tip of the wave is obviously going to have a highlight. The dip of the wave, the inside of the curl, where, you know, it sees more shadow, is going to be darker because the hair's folding over each other. So when you're drawing hair and it's curly, you know, when you're just sketching, you can just do those little whatever curl you want. But when you're rendering, again, it's just up to you and how you like it. But it's just working with how the light would be shown on that object. Or, in this case, the hair of the person we're drawing. Am I even making any fucking sense?
For curly and coily hair, I'm going to be doing some quick sketches here for reference purposes. And what I do is I start with making one big shape. I just really did like a really loose wavy line, and then I clean that up. Or like you can also do like those little short little 1, 2, like the little M's, or something like that. Or just like, I don't really, once I'll erase it all and I don't keep it all connected. That's how I get it to look like voluminous. You can see it like it has like, yes, one big line, but it breaks. It's not the same line really. So it like just, I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of adds to the airiness, I guess. Well, the volume, I guess. The volume. That's what it's about. That's literally, oh my god. Yeah, but right here I'm just kind of trying to show you, like, the shading. There's so many different ways to draw and render hair. Like, some people like to do just shaded hair, and that'll be their hair. I guess that's how that works, yeah. I didn't know if that sentence made sense. And then there's the making the basic shape and trying to form it, make it 3D, and give it that volume, give it that oomph. And a lot of the times, I don't keep my lines one big line, or when it comes to curly hair and coily hair, more textured hair, it's better to keep it like almost messy. What I do is I literally just fling my pencil around and make marks. And whatever marks I think look good on the hair, I'll keep, and I just keep doing that until it looks good. And sometimes, yeah, normally I'll have like the back of the headpiece, like that, like crown of the head, like line, like I'll have that connected, to show that like, oh, hey, my character stops here. Hair is very fluid, so it's wild. So I try to do everything quick for the hair. I don't try to take time to really think about it until I'm actually rendering it, because that's when I really need to start to pay attention. And also add arrows or guides or reference things if you need help. There's nothing wrong with that. And another tip is draw on the face. I see a lot of people not drawing on the face, and you want to hide that 5 head, okay? Because otherwise, your character's just going to turn into an iPad kid, and not in a mean way. I don't mean that in a mean way. Just in the way that, you know, I'll be glued to that thing. I can see it. I can see it. Either give your character some goddamn bangs or a fucking side swoop. Do you want them to get bullied in the imaginary universe you've created? Alright, guys, so I wanted to kind of just do, I guess put into action all the tips I just gave you. So I'm going to be drawing one wavy, coily type hairstyle, which is this one to the left. The one in the middle is kind of like straight and wavy, like kind of got that layered, like alternative, like hippie, I cut my own hair and I have rat tail style in the middle. And then on the right, I'm gonna do like half braids and then like a comb over flat hair thing, which you're gonna see. So I mean, honestly, just ignore this and just look at what I'm doing. But I'm so unorganized right now. But basically, I'm just marking out the basic shape. I am trying to go quick and fast with my movements. Really, I'm just kind of messily throwing down whatever, like, basic shape of this hairstyle comes out. And then I'm just marking out what I want to do, because I'll erase this later and go over again. And then I'll start to render it, and it'll look much better. But that's really what I do. I mark out the shape. I'm gonna really hammer this in, because this is how I do it. A basic shape. Forming of the hair. I don't like it, erase. Over again. It's good now. Move on. Don't like the bangs? Erase them. Change them. Move on. Okay, so for these, I started out with marking out the straight hair, because that's the easiest part, because it's literally real quick. And I was doing an illustrative kind of style, so quick flicks, where you press down on the paper, and then as you swipe, you, like, release the pressure and kind of pull up. And after I finished rendering that, I pretty much started, laying out the rows that the braids were going to be in, and drawing the braids. The braids, I just did, like, a simple, like, fishtail little motion, because I don't really, you're not going to be able to really see anything, because this is kind of small. But basically, I drew the fishtail braids, and then I would draw, like, little tiny baby hairs in between, so it looks like the hair was being pulled, so it actually looks like it's braids instead of just something sewn onto a mannequin head, like those like Monster High redo dolls, and they're just, like, pushing it into the head. That's what it looks like when you only draw the braid and no pulling hair. Like, so for lighting, I would definitely go check out, I can't even remember, I think it's Pyra or Fira. I can't remember. No, they break it down really easy. I wanted to draw really, really coily hair. And the two afros I drew weren't really that fucking good. To be honest with you, they were kind of bad. I wanted to redeem myself before the end of this video, so I found this person. I'll put their name up on the screen, because I'm so shitty, so dog shit with tags. But you know this person, because she's everywhere right now, because she's so fucking cool. She made those, like, little star cuffs that you can put on your afro and it helps shape it. Or, I mean, you can just leave them on. They look really cool, and if you know who I'm talking about, then you already know it. And if you don't, you should go check her out, because she's innovative! Yeah! Anyway, but I seen this one picture, I think I lost it, because I actually, like, filmed this video maybe a couple months ago, and I just haven't put it out, and I re-edited it, like, 3 times, because I just don't fucking like the way I speak. Anyway, but I found this photo, and I thought her smile was really nice. So I was just going to draw her hair, but then I was like, well, I might as well just draw the face, because that'll help me. Like, normally drawing just the hair, like just a wig, is kind of difficult for me. If there's a head there, it's easier, which honestly makes sense, because where does the hair come from? It doesn't just spawn in. Anyway, but I wanted to redeem myself, because the way I was rendering the afros I did before, they don't look right, or, like, you know what I mean? It's not what the reference image looks like. And isn't that the fucking problem of the ages, goddammit? So I was trying to do, like, a mixture of, like, shading, and it wasn't working at first, but then I erased it, and I just kept going, and I kind of got a breakthrough. And I do 100% think this was helpful in my adventurous goal of learning how to draw hair, okay? Specifically more ethnic hair, because I don't really draw a lot of that, and I would like to. I'm just not that good at drawing anything. I'm not that good at drawing anything anymore. I'm just gonna say it. Anyway, I really like this style that she had her hair in, because she had these braids in the front, and some of them are, like, I can't even remember, but it was, like, a lot of different, like, I guess, like, what is it called? Techniques? I guess styles. I guess they're all hairs. I guess it was just, like, a couple styles in one, and it looked really, really good. It looked really good, guys. It looked really good. So I thought it was really good. I think they were twisty braids. Like the twisty one. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think they were like 6 in the front, and then it was like her afro. It just looked great, and I wanted to draw it. And speeding into this little thing right here, I wanted like a cool guy hairstyle, and I was like, well, you know, what's a cool punk style I could do? What's a cool, you know, style I could do? And I was like, oh my god, a Death Hawk. And then I sat there and I went, how would I logistically go about making a hairstyle that would work for people of color in a punk style? And the only thing I could think of was like dreads held up, but like the way they're held up, like you would need a stick in your hair. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know why. I really wanted that though. I really wanted like a dread mohawk. So if you know how a dread mohawk works, you fucking let me know, please, because I think it would be cool. I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. Anyway, I had a lot of fun drawing these different hairstyles, and if you go out of your comfort zone and you start trying different hairstyles, or you start drawing hair more and more, you tag me and you let me know. Alright, that's all from me. I'll see you next week.